Good afternoon. You're watching the breaking news show right here on CNN News 18. My name is Toya Singh. Over the next 25 minutes, we're going to bring you all of the country's top breaking news stories on this Sunday afternoon. We're actually starting with developments that are coming from right here in Delhi. Breaking news we've got coming in. Wrestlers Bajrang Punia, Sakshi, Malik and Vinesh Phogat. Remember, these are some of the country's top wrestlers. As we speak, they've arrived at Jantar Mantar to protest against Brij Bhushan Singh. You'll remember this is a recurrent protest. They protest a few months ago too. Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, the Wrestling Federation of India chief, is someone that they've protested against. The women had made allegations of sexual harassment. That was one amongst several such allegations that they'd made. And you might remember they'd received quite a bit of support from the boxing community. The government had announced that they would form an oversight committee under the championship of legendary boxer MC Mary Kom. That oversight committee is still looking into all of these allegations. We're going to play out for you reactions we've got coming in from the protest, and we'll connect with our reporters.
अभी 4 बजे बैठ के आराम से बात करेंगे. वो आप लोगों से बात करने के लिए 4 बजे का टाइम दिया है कि आप सभी लोग पहुंच जाए यहाँ पे. थैंक यू. 4 बजे बात करते हैं आपसे.
Okay, colleagues of mine on the ground right now. Let's start by speaking to Yash, who's with us right now. Yash, we heard right now the boxers say that we'll hear from them properly in a statement at 4 p.m. But I also understand that the press, the media, does already partly understand why it is that these wrestlers have decided to sit down today. Can you walk us through the key reasons, please?
Well, Toya, in the beginning, in the prima facie, obviously it means that, yes, they're not happy with what had happened earlier. And in fact, right now also, if I can show you, all these big wrestlers are here right now, in fact, including Sakshi, Malik, Vinesh, Phogat. And in fact, Bajrang Punia has just went somewhere from this very place. And in fact, he will be returning now. What we're given to understand is that the wrestlers actually had approached police regarding lodging a complaint. And in fact, these were 7 who approached the police. But the wrestlers have to say that their report or their complaint wasn't actually accepted by the police. And in fact, right now, the wrestlers have maintained that they will be addressing the press at around 4 p.m. where they will be actually telling all about as to why they are here. But in fact, we know the background of this entire controversy when it happened somewhere around February, when in fact these group of wrestlers actually came down to Jantar Mantar and sat on a dharna stating that there were actually allegations of, they actually alleged that Brij Bhushan Singh is actually involved in sexual harassment. And in fact, that time also there was a long brawl between the WFI president and these wrestlers, in fact. And last time also, once actually they sat on the dharna went on for quite some time. But in fact, then the sports minister had actually stepped into this entire situation. And then those wrestlers were actually called by the minister, and in fact those meetings were also held couple of times. And in fact later the wrestlers and the union sports ministry reached to a conclusion that till there will be an investigation, in fact, which will be done by a committee headed by Mary Kom in this case. And then until then the president of WFI, Brij Bhushan Sharan, will step aside from the day-to-day working of this very organization. And in fact the committee which was constituted back then will be looking after all the works, day-to-day works of this very organization. And in fact, going a little back few days, in fact, his tenure, Brij Bhushan Singh's official tenure was also supposed to end in coming time, because for 3 years is the time when single person can head this very organization. And in fact, it is also been said that he will not be contesting those very elections. So today what we are expecting is that the wrestlers are in fact unhappy with this very what has transpired in the last few months. Is to what we can anticipate that they're not happy with the action taken, because the committee report which was supposed to come is still pending. So what we can anticipate is that yes, today these wrestlers who've brought laurel to this nation are sitting yet again on the dharna, and in fact at 4 p.m. they will be spilling the beans as to why they are here.
Okay, Yash, we know that there are some very respected senior sports people who sit on that oversight committee. So in a second, I'm actually going to return to you to ask you what it is that these boxers have had to say about the oversight committee in particular. Right now, we'll go over to our colleague Nikhil Lakhwani, who's also present with us on the ground right now. Nikhil, one of the most startling, alarming allegations that these young sports people have made, the young sports people we see sitting in front of us right now in the dharna, is that they continue to receive threats. Over the last 2 months, they say they've received threats from several quarters. Can you bring us more context?
Well, Toya, as far as the issue is concerned, yes, there are multiple stakeholders which have filed their complaint time and again. But coming back to the point, because I have not been able to properly hear your question, but the point is that the oversight committee was formed back in the month of January when this protest was started by the wrestlers who have sat here. Yet again, in fact, we can say that they have resumed their protest yet again at the protest site Jantar Mantar. So this is the reason why we can see in the screen of CNN News 18 as well that Bajrang Punia, he has just left at this particular site. He has gone on to some other place to meet people. In fact, we have been given to understand that he has gone to take the official permission, because without taking the permission, Section 144 is usually imposed in the Central Delhi area, New Delhi district. So a proper permission has to be sought. Otherwise, all the workers, all the people who usually come here, they are detained in general. So this is the reason we have been given to understand that Bajrang Punia has gone to take the official permission. But yes, as mentioned by Yash Goyal as well, our correspondent, that at about 4 p.m. they are going to address the issue. They are going to tell in the public domain as to what exactly has gone wrong. Because if you remember, if we go by the developments which have been earlier as well, it was the month of January when the wrestlers had sat on the protest. At that time, the sports minister Anurag Thakur, he had met these wrestlers. He has heard the grievances of these wrestlers couple of times, and many rounds of meetings also took place, after which a oversight committee was formed, which was to be chaired, which was to be headed by Mary Kom, the boxer and former member of parliament. But it seems like nothing concrete has come out from that oversight committee. There are some of the grievances as well, and as per the fresh developments which are coming out, we have been given to understand that few women wrestlers, they had gone to Delhi police station, namely Connaught police station, to file the sexual harassment complaint against Brij Bhushan Sharan Singh, who is the WFI president and a member of parliament from the Kaisarganj. He continues to remain on the top post, but also this is something which is very much important. At that time as well, a time-bound inquiry was given for the the oversight committee, that they have to file their official report over the sequence of event, over the grievances and the queries which were being raised by the wrestlers. But it seems like nothing that sort has been arranged. So we can see that these are the wrestlers who have come here. Let's try to take some of the view as well.
देखिए, काफी सेंसिटिव चीज है, हम महिलाओं के सम्मान की बात है, तो हम शुक्रगुजार हैं कि दिल्ली महिला आयोग हमारा साथ दे रही है हमारी सच की लड़ाई में। बस
कमेटी भी बिठाई गई थी, क्या रिपोर्ट नहीं आई, क्या संतुष्टि नहीं मिली अभी तक? क्या
आप आज दोबारा
सब एक्सप्लेन करेंगे
4 बजे आप बताने वाले, बट क्या परमिशन लेने गए हैं बजरंग सर? अभी थोड़ी देर पहले जाते हुए
बताते हैं जी, 4 बजे ही बता देंगे सारी चीजें, पर वो गए हैं पुलिस ने।
Okay, so we should wait for some time to get the proper details. They are saying that at about 4 p.m. they are going to address the official press conference at this particular protest site. But clearly we can see that this is the unfortunate image which is now seeing on the street of the national capital. This is the Jantar Mantar protest site, and we have been given to understand that Bajrang Punia, he has gone on to take the official permission. But so far only the details are suggesting us that a fresh complaint by women wrestlers, it has been filed with the Delhi police, but it has not been registered. This is something which is now fresh tussle that we are supposing that it is going to be seen. But these are the fresh visuals we are showing you on the screen of the CNN News 18. Back to you, Toya.
Okay, Nikhil, stay with us. Let's go over to